Hello and welcome to another fantastic episode of the Mtoto News Insight, this week brought to you by Omar Hamid. But before we get to the news stories, let's get our headlines today. LCS Mutahi Kagwe assures Kenyans of smooth reopening of schools in accordance with COVID-19 protocols. A new report shows low COVID-19 infections among children. Using marijuana while pregnant increases the risk of your children being bullies and drug addicts. To a news explainer this week, we see how to take care of your children as schools reopen. On to our first news story. Health Cabinet Secretary Mutahi Kagwe has assured the public that health and education ministries are working together to ensure strict protocols are observed before reopening of schools. During a press briefing on 23rd, CS Kagwe said the first phase of the reopening will give learners time to familiarize with the health protocols in schools before learning starts officially. Proposals to Education Cabinet Secretary George Magoha by the Education Response Committee on COVID-19 suggest that schools should reopen in phase with learners expected at the institutions between October 5th and 19th. On to other stories. A lower number of children under 19 years have been infected with COVID-19 compared to adults, according to the situational report by the Ministry of Health dated September 21st, shows only 20 out of the 650 deaths linked to COVID-19 are among individuals under the age of 19 and below. The numbers confirmed a positivity rate of 8% of children below 19 years against the rest of the confirmed cases. Health Director General Patrick Amoth mentioned that one of the advantages Kenya has against the disease is that over 65% of the population is made of young persons below the age of 35. Over 251,000 children aged 5 years and below in 7 sub-counties in Kilifi are set to receive enhanced food and nutrition security through multi-sectorial interventions coordinated by World Vision. According to Kilifi County Nutrition Coordinator Ronald Mbunya, 2 out of every 5 children in the area are stunted, comprising over 40% of the targeted children. This will reduce the cost of managing malnutrition in the county. On to another news story. Researchers have found expectant mothers who smoked or vaped cannabis to be more likely to have children with anxiety, difficulty concentrating, and experienced hallucinations compared to children not exposed to it in the womb. They were also likely to suffer from attention disorders, sleep issues, and social problems such as bullying and drug abuse. The team from the Washington University School of Medicine in St. Louis says the findings confirm marijuana's harmful effects on developing babies and advises that there are no safe levels of marijuana for expectant mothers. Out of the nearly 11,500 children looked at from June 2016 to October 2018, 655 of them were exposed to cannabis in the womb. On to a news explainer this week, we see how to take care of your children as schools reopen. Always make sure your child is wearing masks properly, mouth and nose covered, maintaining physical distancing, and washing their hands. Check in with your child daily to monitor them for any signs of illness such as cough, fever, or vomiting. Talk with your child about safety protocols such as washing hands, wearing masks, and maintaining physical distancing. Make sure your child is up to date on vaccines, including the flu vaccine. Familiarize yourself with your school's COVID-19 action plan. If your child has had close contact with someone who has COVID-19, keep them home. Make note where you can obtain testing in the event that your child does become sick. Create a routine for your family to make sure they're always prepared with items like hand sanitizers and spare masks. Be prepared in the event that your school has to close or to impose a period of quarantine on your child. Speak with your school about the plans for any special services that your child uses, such as speech therapy or tutoring. Be aware that your child will need to wear a mask and maintain physical distancing if they're riding the school bus or carpooling with other kids. That's all we had for you today, but for more information, you can catch us at our new website www.mtotonews.com or follow us at our social media platforms at Mtoto News. But as for now, I say Zaijian.